Okay, we're gonna do another Final Fantasy Arena Direct. Let's see what we get. Okay, some interesting stuff here. Yuna's really cool if you can make her work. She's pretty awesome. There's some strong things here. They go in different directions, I think, but hopefully there's something we can cook with this. Arden, if we have ramp or just enough black to make that playable, is awesome. Um, yeah, this is definitely pulling in a few different directions, but we'll see. If we get good equipment for Cloud, that'd be great. Let's see what we got. I like Mughal's Valor a lot. It's a very strong card. Okay, Cloud. We have okay. I have a weapons vendor and a cloud, but and a Steiner, but I have zero white equipment. So hopefully there's equipment in some other colors, or otherwise those are just blank cards. Blue does not have any equipment. Black does not have any equipment. Red has one warrior sword. Green has one bow. And there's also a Lionheart. Okay, well the equipment thing's probably not happening. We have a Monk's Fist, but yeah, probably not a lot of support there. Interestingly, these three blue-red cards are very strong. So if we have blue-red, that would be ideal, I think. We have two Ice Magics and a Suplex and a Choco Comet. So that's a start. I'm going to start with blue-red here. Start with blue-red. I could potentially splash green or white too, depending on what we see. Let's get a world map in there. And then red for blue-red, we're playing Suplex, probably an Elder, Warrior Sword, Choco Comet. Some of these other things I could play, like I could play two Elders, I guess. Some of these other things are playable, but I'm just not excited to play them. I have so many equipment payoffs with such poor equipment, it's kind of rough. My black has some very strong top end, um, some very strong payoff cards, but it's pretty weak up to there. There's two Veins Treacheries, two Iron Mans. I guess that's not bad. Maybe I could get there with those, plus another solid color. So we got for green fixing. Commune, no green fixing or ramp. So that's probably not going to be a thing. Maybe there's a green black deck. I'm gonna finish looking at blue red though. So we got Sleep Magic, two Ice Magics, Sahagin, Scorpion Sentinel, Wyvern, Eject, Esper is good, Lunar Whale is good, Ice Flan is playable. This kind of almost gets us there. The Sahagin and the care about 4 mana or greater spells should be well supported with these. We have a good amount. Let's see if we can just get four more playables together to make this thing work. Can we splash black? I'd like Circle of Power if we splash black. We don't have any black splashing stuff. There is a world map, but I don't like splashing a whole color off of just one fixer like that. We don't have any blitz balls. All right, so we're gonna have to dig into a little bit of not ideal cards to play to bring this together. All right, I'm gonna dive into this pool a little bit more, and then I'll come back and let you guys know what I think. Okay, I'm back, friends. Taking a look at this pool. I like this blue red deck here. Um, Whoops, I just cut something on accident. What was that? What did I just cut? It was a 3 drop. Oh, Shantoto. I don't want to cut that one. Um, so this is a blue red spells deck. I have some really nice gold cards in blue red, and then I have a lot of good interaction. Also have the lunar whale, which is pretty strong. And so this is kind of a blue red tempo control type of deck. A lot of interaction. Unfortunately, I don't have card draw spells traditionally. Like I have lunar whale, I have Shantoto. Tella can maybe draw some cards, but I don't have just a straight up combat tutorial or Dreams of Laguna or stuff like that. So that's why I'm playing Opera Love Song. This is an opportunity to get another spell in the deck, maybe get some card advantage with it later in the game. The main consideration was black. I did look at blue, black, splash red. Black has Arden, which is a major bomb, and it also has Circle of Power, which gives it's a good card draw spell for our deck that lacks card draw. But after looking at it and kind of thinking about my luck so far today, I don't think I want to dirty up my mana if I don't need to, and I think I have a pretty good clean blue red deck here. So I'm gonna go with that. But I do think black deserves an honorable mention. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and see how we do. This is fine. Choco Comet. Opponent has blue, white, and black mana. Undercity Dire-Rat. That'll eat a suplex here. It's got a Pew Pew UFO. Oh, Battle and Garden. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we're up against some towns nonsense. I think it makes sense to just hold off and save my sleep magic for now, since I won't be attacking next turn anyway. So I'm gonna. Actually, I probably could attack because I have enough mana to retrieve. So maybe I should have done that. It's only 2 damage, but this leaves me open to some other bombs that might come around to being able to stop them. I did consider saving that until I could cast Tella to get extra value, but I didn't want to skip my turn 4 and not do anything this turn. Sir Conrad. Whenever another creature dies, this creature goes in a graveyard from anywhere, or a creature leaves your graveyard. It deals 1 damage to each opponent, and then pay 2 to make each player mill a card. So I'm gonna go Tella. How do I want to do this? Because I could like Tella and then tap is 5/4. It's not terrible. I could rather wait though. Because if I do world map, did I play land yet this turn? That's shoot. I should have known that. Okay, I guess we're just gonna do this. Guess I'm not sure. Omega. Okay. I don't want to bounce the Omega. I don't want to top deck it either. So, sure. Put it back on top. Okay. Guess he likes that one. Gonna make hay while the sun shines with Tella here. Draw 2 more cards. Sleep Magic on Conrad was a really bad move. I should have just waited until the next turn and kept the Sleep Magic. Jeez. Feels bad, but I think I need to just kill the Conrad now. All right. He's got Bellum Garden still, but comes in tap, so yeah, comes in tapped. Okay, so let's see. Blocks there, takes. Oh, he block there and block there and take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus the 6 from this. So yeah, he's dead.
right, good game.
All right, let's go in for the next one. Hey, mirror match with Frodo. Um, oof, I don't like it, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I can at least hopefully buy some time with the Scorpion Sentinels. 2/6 worth of power, so it should buy me some time to get some lands. The Lunar Whale is also a nice payoff since we have the Sentinels to crew it. We can just get any lands really, a couple of them. If I'm desperate, I may need to just burn the Love Song to get to some lands. Nice, okay. Two eight actually. I forgot it's a 1/4, not a 1/3. Even better. I can't burn the Love Song, of course, because I don't have red mana. Never mind that. I'll block. I need to use this Ice Magic on something. I could take out the Chocobo. Which is not even... doesn't do that much. I guess, yeah. I'll just destroy the Chocobo token. It's annoying because I can block it profitably, but... Let's get the Lunar Whale down. We got an Ice Flame coming up. Take my chances and try to take out Fang. Wow, it worked. Didn't have a removal spell. That's nice. I figured there would be a trick or something. Otherwise, it just seems like a bad attack. Okay, we got a land there. So do I want to attack with the whale to get my land? Leaves me vulnerable on defense. I think I'm vulnerable anyways. I can't block the T-Rex profitably. Yeah. We're gonna crew. We're gonna get in. That's pretty perfect, actually. Oh wait, no, it's not, because I only have 5. I thought I had 6. If I it gets me closer to my land to play the Esper. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay. Our board is a little precarious this turn. This turn's gonna be rough, but hopefully we can stabilize after this turn. So we get to the next turn. Taking 10. I don't like taking 10. It's my only option, though. Unless I want to throw something away. Could double block the T-Rex and just lose one of my guys. Maybe that's the move. Yeah. So I'll do that. I feel like my life is more important than my cards are now. I have so many cards. Like, if I can just survive, I'll be able to run away with this game, I think. Have I land on top. It's so tempting. Playing to bounce the T-Rex this turn. Actually, I could Love Song too. Take it out. That's probably better. It's pretty good. Right, let's get the Flan down. Tap his T-Rex. Stabilize for a minute. He's got Diamond Weapon, sure. Wow, that's so good. He's got a fight on and just rips off the top. Uh, it's gonna be hard to beat, man. I think I can grind out Anima with Tilla, but hoping they don't have any other nasty surprises in their deck. They probably do. No attacks. At 9 mana. Leaving up ice magic here, just in case like something comes out of the blue, something crazy like. And also, I might need to save one of my creatures. Masamune doesn't do much here, I don't think. I'm just gonna let the anima die, and then we'll finish him off next turn. I'm not gonna take any chances this turn. He's close to dead, but not quite. Nice try, buddy. Whew. Oh, that was quite a grind. Tella is really strong, and basically won both of these games on the back of Tella.
Alrighty, you ready for round 3? Mosh M2G. I'm pretty sure I played against this guy before. I recognize the name. This is a fine hand, so keep it. There is a consideration for holding the world map until I play the Elder. But I like just getting the tempo advantage and not having to worry about sacking it later during a crucial turn. Syncopate. Nope. Okay. Ash is going to eat a Lionheart for sure. I'm going to hold off on Tella since he has Lunatic Pandora. I think I'm just going to equip Lionheart to Mystidian Elder and start attacking. It's nice to hotel until you can guarantee value off of him. I'm going to have to race his Prima Vista anyways, so... So next turn I'll play... I might ice his Prima Vista this turn if he tries to attack me. I'm not sure about that. I have to think about that one still. Because that'll put me at 13, and then crack back for 3 plus the Gygus, which I'm going to cast next turn. And that puts him at 8, depending on what he does here, but... Garuda, okay. That's pretty good. I don't think I want to use my Ice Magic to save it, it's fine. I will ice the Prima Vista because that's pretty big tempo. Okay, now it's interesting because do I want to Flan or Gygas? I think I might want to Flan the Garuda and then do the Gygas next turn. It seems fine. Okay, there's a second white. Hopefully that doesn't mean something crazy is coming down. Sahagin, sure. Okay. So now I can do Tele plus Ice Magic. But I think I like the Gygas play more. Three, four, five, six, 7-ish damage coming back. Yeah, I can afford to take this. Equipped it to the Ice Flam because I know he's going to remove one of my creatures. Yeah, so there we go. And then that way we keep the value of not having to re-equip it because I knew he was going to take the one out with Trample. And then I think I'm cool dropping Tela here and then just playing this land. I have eight mana, so that's enough to finish him off with Tela using his third ability if they don't take him out. His Prima Vista is back. I'm just counting. I want to make sure I don't mess this up. I think he's just dead though. Okay, the trigger's already on the stack, so he's dead. Um, why is he not dead? Oh, I have to sacrifice him first. Okay. Oh, that was definitely my bad then. Okay, that's important to remember with Tella though, because I could have punted there if I hadn't. You have to sacrifice him, so you have to have Tella by the time that his ability resolves on the stack in order to make him do 8 damage. It's important to keep in mind. Um, I have a 24% chance to draw a mountain. I have a 27% chance to draw a red source. Each draw. I also have a world map. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. It's a tough call though. Nice. We always had it. So lucky. Yeah, then we'll go Shantoto next. And then the Lionheart after that. suppose I should play around a sweeper, huh? Okay, set the staff to kill my Shantoto. I don't think I have any responses. Okay. I'm not playing around a sweeper anymore. So I'll play the Wyvern out. Get the pressure on. Plan to probably equip Lionheart to the flyer next turn and keep the pressure going. There's the sweeper. You had it anyways. Okay. Okay. Let's do Sahagin and Mysidian and try to eat up the rest of his removal before we commit to Tella. He's got SRAM. Nice. That's pretty crazy, dude. He's got SRAM. Or equipment or vehicle. Okay. I don't know how much equipment you could have in a sealed deck. Let's go for Tella. I think it's likely they have a removal spell, but I don't think I really have time to play around it. Yeah. It's not like he's going to use it on one of my other guys anyways, so. This guy's deck is crazy, man. He's got Tanitha too? What is this deck? Didn't equip. Is that a tell that he's got a trick or something? Why wouldn't you equip anything there? Two Ultimas. That's insane. He's got Tiantu. Oh, why not? Sure, sure. I mean, yeah. You got it, buddy. You got it. GG. And I'll just draw 4 or 5 lands in a row for good measure. Wow. Well, that guy should win a box, I hope. Because that was a disgusting deck. All right. Keep this. Do I lead with the Sentinel or the Emperor? He's got Garnet. Yeah, I'm leading with Emperor then, because I'm gonna need to ramp out and take out some creatures, I'm sure. Plus, green white tends to not have as strong of removal. I have a choice here. I can take out the Garnet with Choco Comet, or I can play Sentinel, hold Ice Magic. I think I'm gonna take out the. Try to take out Garnet at least. Okay, that's a broken card. Can't really deal with it either. Ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna lose this game unless I Like, draw something immediately. I shouldn't have Choco commented the Garnet. I should have saved it. That was my mistake. I didn't realize that Sash was coming down, but I guess I need to prepare for those types of outcomes. Okay. Dude, what is this deck? Yeah, sure. 14, 13 plus 4 is 17, so I'm dead unless I block a lot of things and just throw my stuff away. So stupid. Twelve, 14, 18, 19. 12, 14, 18, 19. I'm still dead if I do this. It's so fucking retarded, dude. I don't know. I didn't even check the math necessarily. I think this is fine though. Yes, another land. Great. Oh, you got Crystal Chosen too. Of course you do. Nice. Congratulations. Hello, friends. I'm back again. I've done a few of these Final Fantasy sealed so far, and the luck has not been going my way. Definitely not. And but I think I'll try one more. We'll see. I like the set a lot, but yeah, the it's not been good. Like I don't even know how people get so many bombs. Like last time this guy had like he cast like Garnet and then Saz and then Fat Chocobo and then Mughal's Valor and then Crystal's Chosen. It's like okay, sure. Uh, I don't know what you can do about that. Anywho, I'm gonna give it another try here. So let's see what we get. Pretty bad rares. Okay. Definitely not going to have the 4 Dion deck that I was hoping for. Got 2 Magic Infantries. That's pretty sweet. Blue, Brainstorm. 2 cargo ships. Black, nothing. Triple Fire Magic. Okay. Oof. Got Saz's Chocobo. Yeah, I mean, I can already tell just by the type of decks I'm seeing people are getting. I don't know. I hate to be that guy. I'm so jaded already. I don't think that this pool has what it takes. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. Um, All right. I'll take a look at this and
All right, friends. Spoiler alert: I went on to win the event with that pool that I just knocked, and I had two. I used two different decks to do so. One for the first 5 games, and the second one for the last three. And I do have the unfortunate part is that I forgot. I didn't think to put on record while I was doing it, except for the final match for all the marbles. So when I was 7-1 or 6-1, and I played the final game, I recorded a silent video so I could fully concentrate. So that'll be included, and it was actually a really good game, very close, and a lot of meaningful decisions in it. But this pool ended up being a lot better than I initially gave it credit for. Mostly because it just enables you to do the thing that I mentioned before, which is just you don't have a lot of bombs, you don't have a lot of splashy things, but you just play efficient creatures on curve, and you have good mana, and just that is enough. Oftentimes, if you can be aggressive enough to finish off opponents, and so I went 4-1 with this part of the deck, which is a blue white deck that's just focused on getting out early and aggressive. We have 3 1 drops plus a cheap equipment to pump them up. Then we have a very fine selection of 2 drops, including Cargo Ship, which can help us ramp or be an aggressive 2/3 flyer that sort of dominates the skies, especially in the early game, being able to attack and block with it since it has vigilance. And so, getting out early, 1 drop, 2 drop, maybe then a 3 drop. And at that point, hopefully we're on the front foot and the opponent's on the back foot. And then we can just use our evasive creatures and our interaction to finish them off. So we have 2 cargo ships for evasion, 2 Sahagins for evasion, a wyvern, and rock turret, all for flying and being able to punch through. So it has that going on. It has an artifact sub theme, and it also has a life gain sub theme with Eris and Hope and White Mage's Staff, to where you can gain a lot of life and get out ahead that way and get Eris big and come back from behind sometimes with the life gain. I did that a couple times. But yeah, that's the deck. I mean, there's nothing fancy there. You're just curving out with efficient creatures, hoping to get ahead, hoping that your mana is nice and smooth, and it usually is. You can see we all have these are almost all like 1 pip spells, and then we just have a straight up 17 land deck with a duel, no splash or anything. So this is the first part of the deck, and then the second half I will go more into in a video after the game. So I'm gonna put in the game. So after this, you'll watch the game. It'll be silent, but then after that, I'll have some more commentary at the end, talking about some of the meaningful choices in building the deck and building the pool, and just sort of celebrating the victory of getting a win a box after going so hard early on and losing a couple O2s, some really bad beats. So but before we go into it, I'll just show you real briefly the deck that I play in the video in the final. And this was the deck that I played the last 3 matches with. So the blue white one went 4-1. This one finished off with 3-0. And you can see it's a little less aggressive. It still has early aggression, which is the reason that I ultimately decided that it was acceptable to play. Judge um, Judge Gabbrinth can get out early and get some damage in, and he's evasive. And then we still have a flyer and Galley Cat. But what this deck has that the other deck doesn't is it goes more. It's better for Eris because we get Albed Salvagers, and and then it also can go real late. It can grind for a long time with Fight On and Noctis. And again, we're in the same problem where we have poor removal, and so Black brings in Evein's Treachery, and also but also that's not enough. So we need Lunatic Pandora too, which we can get back with Noctis and Loop to kind of get a soft lock on the opponent in the late game. But yeah, that's the deck, and that's the spoiler. And so here's the final championship game, which was a absolute nail biter. Enjoy. Come back, I guess.
All right, friends, we did it. Fourth try. We got the box. We got the box. And it was with that pool that I just opened, and I just said it didn't look good after looking at the rares. Now, I played, so I'll eat my own words on that happily, actually. And so let's talk about the pool a little bit. Um, we have some interesting options. There's green, does look good. We have a Sazus Chocobo, we have Esper Origins, we have Xanarkand. Chocobo Kick, of course, is nice, and then we have a Ride the Shoot Buff, we have a Farseek, we have some reasonable top end and mid range threats. So it's quite tempting to play that, but when I put it together, I found that the colors didn't really match up in a way that also matched my fixing. Like I don't have a world map or anything like that that can get us anything, and I have this blue green guy I wanted to play. But then like when I put it together as like a straight two splash third color deck, it was it just didn't have enough top end to justify the ramping game. I mean, you have shoot puff, you can do some stuff with that, diamond weapon, but it's like we're ramping up and then there's just not much top end in the pool at all. So and then I don't have the proper fixing to do the rainbow thing where we're just playing all the bombs. So I had to eliminate green. And then it was between blue white and white black. And I played blue white for the first half, the first I think 5 games, and then I played black white for the last two or three. Yeah, so I played blue white for the first five, and then black white for the last three. And I do think it's arguable. I mean, the blue white deck is really smooth, and I could do it in just two colors. I love the cargo ship. It has a lot of flyers, rock turret, wyvern, two cargo ships, and then two Sahagins for additional. Um, two Sahagins can also get in, with evasion, and I just think that's so important in this format, being able to punch through for invasion with evasion. Um, and I played the deck. I liked it. It was smooth, but I decided I wanted to try the black white about midway through, and I think this is arguably better. The blue white deck is just lower power level, but it's smooth, efficient, fast. This deck is pretty fast with the two judges early on to put early pressure, but it also has a lot more grind and a lot more late game stuff. Noctis with Lunatic Pandora is pretty good. As a recurring removal spell. We got the Fight On too to go with Fang and just a variety of strong creatures to get back. And then Eris is a little bit better in this deck too. There is more life gain that comes in. Um, Playing Noctis and playing Albed Salvagers. And then we have Zach to protect everybody. And this I just like this deck because it has a solid early game that also translates into a solid late game without having a super high curve because a lot of the early cards end up being good later. Crystal Fragments is good, and then Resentful Revelation, Lunatic Pandora to enable Gallicat early on, but then it gets later on it's a removal spell or potentially recurring removal spell, and then I have a Demon Wall, which is also good later. Um, Judge Magister is good early and good late. So overall, I'm really happy with the deck. I'm really happy that I scored a box, so that's really exciting. As you can see from my earlier iterations, which I think I'll post all of them, I started off with O2 on my first run, and then my second run also O2, and I was just feeling down in the dumps right then. My third run, I had a really good blue red deck, and then I finished 3-2, and then this run just straight up 7-1. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the content, and maybe when the box gets here, I'll open it and do that on stream as a celebration. All right, thanks so much, everybody. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll click
Let me just make sure I'm recording. Okay. You're always afraid that like you think you just recorded, and then I did that the other day. I would have posted another video, but I didn't hit record. I didn't double check. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and you guys can see what happens when I hit claim on the box. Token denotes that I'm eligible to receive one physical Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Collector booster box. Yes, and as I showed earlier, yeah, so I'm gonna cut that because it has my email in it. So I'm gonna cut a part there out if you in case you see a cut, that's why. But it sends you a message and says to confirm your email address. I'm sure they're gonna send more information after that. All right, thanks everybody for watching.